Good morning. Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 18th of March. Now there's a few people mowing in that around the neighbourhood, but I thought it'd come out anyway because the birds are chirping. We're in autumn. I've got a little bit of Zen music playing, a little bit of Native American flute because I just love that music and it reminds me of all of us sitting around having our powwows that we talk about a lot here. So I'll close my eyes. For anybody new, please subscribe if you'd like to. Also, we use a lot of code names here. We have a lot of nicknames for some of our global leaders. Example, Rishi Sunak is Sushi, and Albanese here in Australia is Elbow. Lots of nicknames. So if you're not quite sure of the name, try and piece together what we're talking about because it's probably their nickname. I do lose a lot of my comments. We know YouTube's really censoring a lot of videos and comments and taking things off the platform. So bear with me. I eventually do get back to your comments. Sorry about the mowing in the background, guys. All right, I'll get started and we'll see what comes up for the 18th of March. Oh, they're showing me the bowling alley, guys, and they're showing me strike. We talk about strikes here a lot on my channel. If you are new here, we talk about strikes as a form of protesting because it's a way of hitting back against your government without upsetting them, probably. So I'm getting there's a strike. Someone's being knocked down. One country is being knocked down. It's a strike, meaning all the 10 pins, if you think of bowling, and you bowl that ball down, it's a strike. So there's a big strike going on and the people might have a win. I'm just trying to think. Oh, it could be France. France, things are getting really ugly and volatile over there. I know we've been talking about it all week here. There's been massive protests, really destructive, really violent. I told you weeks ago I was seeing a lot of people covering their faces, a lot of violence. I do feel it could be a win for the little people in there. God, I hope so. They've fought really hard in the last week or couple of weeks, haven't they, guys, in Paris? I would love to see Macron just taken down. Wouldn't you guys love to see that? Nothing's impossible. Remember that, guys. So I am getting that there's going to be a real strike. And not just protest. I don't just mean protest strike. This is a strike where the government gets knocked over like the full set of 10 pins in a bowling alley. They're going to get knocked over by the little people. This is so good. It could be France. I'm getting that vibe around France because there's so much happening there. Something's got to give. You know when something's got to give because the people are too upset and they're crying out for help. Not you. If you're watching my channel, this is the people waking up. The people that have been in their denial bubble suits, ignoring all this for 3 years. All right, so that's good. There might be a win soon, so keep your eyes open. Something could be changing. I'm hoping it's France. I'm getting that vibe. I'm not getting anything else. So fingers, there might be changes. Oh, because they're in such an uproar, the people. Oh, we need more strikes globally, don't we, guys, to knock these bloody dictators off their pedestals. All right, let's see where else we go today. Oh, the birds have come out in force today, guys. God, they're showing me visuals of the people waking up and they're showing me it's like they've been shipwrecked and they've washed up on the shore and they're running from their government. Remember ages ago, guys, I know I talked a lot about the castaways being washed up on the shore and the waves were just washing over them and they were collapsing on the ground and they were exhausted. And, well, they're not there anymore. The people waking up are not in that state of mind anymore. A lot of them. There'll still be a handful, we know that. All my cats here rubbing the table, sorry guys. They're running now, showing me them all sprinting up the beach, getting away from their government. They don't want to be rescued by their government anymore. Yay! This is so good, guys. They don't want to be the castaways that have just got no energy and they're just exhausted. They want to be the proactive people in their lives. It's the people waking up. They want to be making their decisions moving forward. So it's showing me them. They were shipwrecked for a while. We know they were for like, here's my cat Lily. You know that they were for 3 years. And now they're running from their government because they don't want any more rescue packages from their government. Oh, it's so good. And it's showing me them really sprinting and getting away from their government. Like the government's now becoming the people's enemy. Oh, it's so good because we always knew that they were the enemy. All right, let's see where else we go today. God, sorry, I got cat hair in my mouth. Germany's up. Germany's risen. I'm getting that Germany's undertaking a mass transformation. There's a lot of change happening in Germany. We know they've been fighting really hard, the little people over there, and I am getting there's this mass change. There's this huge change taking place. The transition, I would say it's the transition of the shift, the great awakening. I am getting definitely that there's this big transition happening in Germany. Oh, I kept saying the other day, remember we were flipping the pancake? The government had the power, then the people had the power, then the government had the power. Well, now there's this transition again. Maybe it's starting to be served up on the plate now, the pancake, but I am getting that there's changes in Germany. See, it pays people to fight back. It pays the little people to stand up. Like I say all the time here, guys, the reset is all good on paper until you implement it. And then you don't know how the people are going to react. And we're hoping that they all stand up, aren't we? Which is pretty much what's happening. Yay! It's never too late. Remember that, guys. It's never too late. Oh, sorry. I thought a bird was coming down on us. All right. I'll just see where else we go today. Oh, I'm still getting that movie. We got the movie, the horror movie, The Shining, the other day. And was it Jack Nicholson? In that horror movie, The Shining, where he's like looking through the wall and he breaks off all the boards on the house and he's looking and trying to attack everybody. That's what I'm getting with the government. They're still trying to attack everybody, but now they're getting that real angry face. If anyone can get the vision of him looking through like a horror movie when he's trying to get to people, it's very scary. Well, now they're getting angry. These government elites and these leaders are getting angry because they wanted this year to be the year that it all rolled out and everything went to perfection, and it isn't. It isn't, guys. So now they're getting pissed off, angry, upset that everything's not going to plan. We know they are. They're getting frustrated. Imagine how Trudeau's feeling over there, being all questioned again about all his connections to China. Oh, so much BS going on. So I'm getting that. They're getting a bit angry because it's not quite going to plan. Because this was going to be their big year of, remember, gluing down the red carpet and making it a permanent fixture in people's lives. God, they're still rolling out the 15-minute cities in the UK. It's just causing more and more people to rise up. But you just think, what did they think was going to happen? The people would go, oh, this is a great idea. We're going to be restricted to 15-minute zones. What a great idea. Like, who was going to do that? No one. Oh, my God. So, hence, fight backs, strikes, people standing up. It's brilliant. I love it. Oh, Taffy, thank you. You let me know that some people were talking about this in your office, I think it was. And they were talking about the climate lockdowns. So we know, guys. Thank you for the feedback, Taffy. And everybody else who gives me feedback, because it's absolutely brilliant. So we know what's going on in each other's countries, pretty much. So we know these people are starting to talk about it because it's not normal situations. They have to talk about it to someone. Just not us. We have to stay away and stay protecting ourselves, guys. So you did very well there, Taffy. You removed yourself because it would have just... It's so easy to want to tell them everything and they just aren't ready to handle it. They have to wake up at their own pace. Guides always say that. When they're ready to receive the information, they'll receive it. All right, let's see what else we get today. Getting China again. I'm getting that China's collaborating. They've got a plan. China's got a bigger plan on how they're going to move forward. Obviously, it's with Russia, isn't it? But I am getting that... see, they just want to dominate. I keep getting they want to dominate with the military. It's just what I'm getting. They want to dominate with the military. See, they feel that gives them really good power and control over the rest of the globe and the world, as we know. I am getting that. They're still going to be very focused on military. We said that yesterday too. Actually, I saw something briefly on the news last night about Taiwan's running out of water or something, and it's going to affect the microchips. So, of course, the microchips for the cars always comes into it, doesn't it? Like, that means there'll be less production, meaning that probably means there'll be less microchips, so there'll be less cars, so people won't be able to drive around, which we know where all this is headed. They could feed us anything, couldn't they? It's such a circus show. So I am getting that around China. See, China wants to be the direct threat to everyone. They do. They want to be the direct threat, that people are very intimidated by them and scared of them. And I guess you could say, pretty much, if we look at Xi Jinping, he is pretty intimidating, isn't he? Even though to us he's not. Like, we just see him as another ridiculous leader, clown, part of the clown show. But he would be intimidating for people. You could see even that interaction he had with Trudeau that time, about Trudeau talking about their private meeting. Trudeau tried to hold his own, but you could tell he was a little intimidated by Xi Jinping, because he's very dry kind of person that would cut people off. But that's just how those old political leaders in China are. But I do feel he's just got that intimidation factor about him. And we know he's in for a bit longer yet, isn't he, Xi Jinping? So he's still going to work on his real big military threats. He feels it gives him power. And he just wants that world domination. That's what they want. But they want it through power. They don't want it through war. See, war doesn't, to me, this is just, well, it's sort of my viewpoint, but the guys are saying too, war doesn't give you respect. It doesn't earn you respect. Like, if we look at pretty much at Putin and what's been going on, he hasn't earned a lot of respect, has he? Really, I would say most people have just like are finding it disgusting, and most people, when you say Putin and Russia, it all becomes very negative. So it hasn't painted him in a good light. So I don't feel, I'm surprised that China's actually connected with Russia, but I don't feel that's how China wants to work. They just want the threats. They love the intimidation. They want to be respected. Because you think about that culture really in China, that's important to them, their culture and being respected. And that's why he has that air about him, that Xi Jinping, that people must look up to him. That's just what I'm getting. Okay, so I'm still getting China's going to be a big threat in the following year, into 2024 as well. But it's the intimidation still. I still don't see war with China. Lots of talk about it. I don't think it's going to happen. Why would they? You know, they can use their, like I keep saying, their commodities and their industries to control other countries. Okay, let's see where else we go. Hey, Lily. God, someone's slipping on the wrong shoe. I'm getting, it's like they're showing me, they're showing me like a Cinderella situation. You know, when you put the golden slipper on, the shoe fits, but when the shoe doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. And it's showing me, they're showing me one of these global leaders putting the shoes on, but the shoe doesn't fit. It's like they're putting the left and right shoes on and it's all awkward and the shoe doesn't fit. Their role isn't fitting. Now I'm getting, or they don't fit the role. It's either hippo in New Zealand, which could be the case. He's a strange person, isn't he? The shoe doesn't fit. He's no Cinderella. He doesn't fit into the role very well. I'm getting hippo. I am getting a little hint of sushi as well, because sushi is treading on so many people's toes over there in the UK. So his golden slipper ain't fitting as well, the glass slipper out of Cinderella. So it's like they're not fitting quite into their roles. Well, they are. Like, if we think of sushi, he is, but not with the people. See, he wasn't voted in by the people, was he? And then I'm getting hippo. Hippo's very awkward, hippo in New Zealand. He's very awkward. It's like he's like one of those kids that puts their shoes on the wrong feet. You know, when you look down at little toddlers and that, and they got their shoes on the right and lefts are on the wrong feet, and then it makes them walk awkward, and they're awkward, but they don't even realise, and they keep like going about their day with the wrong shoes on. That's what I'm getting for hippo. And that could make him unstable. I don't feel good stability for hippo in New Zealand. He might not have longevity, I don't think. I just don't think he's a good decision maker, or And I'm sure, again, that the little people didn't vote these people in. Maybe that's what this is about. The shoe doesn't fit because the people didn't vote them. Actually, we go to the vote next Saturday for our premiere here in New South Wales, so it'll be interesting to see what comes of that. All right, let's see where else we go today. I'm getting a lot of fracturing in the parliaments. This is around the globe and around the world. There's a lot of fracturing in the parliament, meaning breaking down. If you think of fractures, I'm kind of getting that things breaking down into different like segments, fracturing. Well, I guess you could say it's like fracturing an arm. You get damage. If you were to break a bone or something, it's fractured. So it's usually got a crack in it or it splits. I'm getting this globally. There's a lot of fractures going on around the globe in parliament houses. People are having different opinions. People are coming forward with their opinions. People are disagreeing with things. There's a lot of arguing we know in Canada there's a lot of arguing in Parliament, but I am getting that. There's an enormous amount of arguing going on. Pets are high maintenance, aren't they? Oh, she just went to bite me. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm getting that fracturing in the Parliament. So there's a lot of arguing. I'm just getting that. It's not volatile and it's not heated, but there's a lot of disagreeing. We know in America there's probably a lot of that going on. And there seems to be a lot of that going on around the Fauci lab leak as well. There's a lot of fractured viewpoints when it comes to where the COVID really began. So I'm getting that the fractures sort of forming. And when you think of that, if you don't fix things, they fall apart if things are starting to fracture. So that's a good thing, guys, because when you don't have that good stability in your parliament or at the people making the decisions, when it's falling apart up above, it starts to be exposed, I guess you could say. It's like the whistleblowers come out of the woodwork as well, and more things get exposed. The more that things are debated and argued, the more things get exposed. So it's a good thing whenever we see that conflict in our government or parliamentary leaders discussing things. It's good. It's good because it highlights different topics. All right, let's see where else we go. God, they're showing me this visual for us, and they're telling, the guides are saying to me, Chrissy, tell people to get ready. So I'm telling you what the guides are telling me. They're telling me to get ready. And you know what they're showing me? They're showing us packing up a picnic lunch. We've got the hamper and the red and white gingham checked. I've had this before. And we're packing the cheeses. We're packing all the food. And I mean, you might have the bottle of wine. You might have the thermos flask, whatever you want to take. And we're heading off now on our picnic. Because we need to keep finding these calm, tranquil, serene places. Doesn't matter where you're going, but this is a message that the guides keep saying, get ready now, get ready. So we knew end of March into April was going to be the great awakening period where people are really going to start to wake up. I keep thinking, like, what is it that they're going to wake up to? Sometimes I think, would it be around that lab leak theory when that starts coming out? Like, could you imagine if that really did get some definite hard evidence, how angry people would be that they followed this narrative that was a complete and total farce and a lie? I often think about that. I often think, wow, what's going to cause so many people to wake up so abruptly? Because I am still getting that for April. So get your picnic basket ready and get ready to exit, guys. That's the message the guides are giving us. Not literally. Well, you could go on a picnic if you choose to. I could hear it's such a beautiful autumn day today. Oh, I love autumn. It is beautiful. Hope you guys are enjoying spring. You'll have your flowers and all that soon. These are the last of mine. I've got my little violas and I've got my petunias. Not long now until they're all frost burnt. All right, let's see where else we go. So we're off escaping still to Terabella, guys. So Terabella, if you're new here, is our beautiful earth. We named it here. We took a vote and we called it our place that we go to when we need to find peace, happiness, live in the now, moments. Could be anywhere, it doesn't matter what it is. It's just a place that you go to feel free and feel relaxed and feel calm and not worried and full of fear and anxiety. None of that. That's how you find relief from it. You go to Terra Bella. So that's where we're heading. Again. All right, hang on a minute. I'll see if something to close with today. I'm getting Australia, getting Elbow. I'm getting that Australia has a captive audience now. It feels like Elbow, even though he was out of his depth, has put us on the world stage with Sushi and Biden with the big submarine handshakes. I'm so sure that you all saw it. Selling Australia out, of course, as he always does, wasting all our taxpayers' money. So I am feeling that. Australia's been very noticed now. I think we were noticed before during the lockdowns because we were like one of the experimental countries, but I am getting that now. We're on the... Oh, Elbow's managed to keep us on the world stage politically. Isn't that terrific? Oh, God. All right, hang on a minute. God, it's showing me people. Oh, it's showing me the little people, peasants, and the people waking up. It's showing me them really challenged now. We knew this was happening. They're really challenged. And it's showing me them on the starting blocks of a race. So you know how you put your starting blocks down if you're a sprinter or something like that, and you get on your starting blocks, but the gun's never going to go off. They can't even leave. They can't get off the finish line. I mean, they can't get off the start line now. People are stuffed. They can't even get off the start line to improve their life, to make a living. And see, this is everything collapsing. This is everything collapsing. People's mortgages going under now. They're going to have to hand things into the bank. Small businesses going under. They can't even get off the start line now. They can't pay wages. They can't feed their families. We're getting into that poverty zone now. So it's like almost showing me like there is no race anymore. Like for these people waking up and that. See, they have to do something because there's no start gun. It's showing me the person walking off with the start gun. They're just stuck on their starting, what do you call it? Oh, their little, I just said it a minute ago. Oh, my brain, guys. They're just standing there on the start line. And that's it. There's nothing happening. They're just, everything's coming to a complete halt is basically what I'm saying, in their lives. Not you if you're watching my channel, because we saw a lot of this coming, so we were already prepared. Even though it's not easy. Hey guys, I am going to do a financial one too. I haven't forgotten. My daughter got home yesterday and she ended up with having a really bad headache and I had to sort her all out. You know how it goes. So I will try and maybe shoot that this afternoon. I haven't forgotten about how we can navigate this a bit moving forward because it still affects us, like I keep saying as well. So all these people now, that's the visual I'm getting. They've got their start blocks. They've put him down. They're ready to go. But the person to start the race has just wandered off and it's gone, oh, there's no race anymore. So basically there is no race and you're just stuck on your own and there's no start. Like it's all a big flop. That's pretty much that's what I'm getting for the people waking up. They're going nowhere. They're just stuck there now. They're in their start blocks and nothing. There's nothingness. Nothing. They're in position ready to go, but there is no go. It's all just, their whole lives have come to a screeching halt, basically. It's a strange analogy, isn't it? But that's what I'm getting today. It's the fact that the person's walking off, meaning their government, they're just, by not shooting a start gun, they've just taken control of everything. There is no start. Oh. All right, let me see if there's something to close with today. Oh, my cat's back to bite me, probably. They get a bit playful, don't they? God, they're giving me the word combat. not for us. We're not combating anymore. We're off having our picnic. But they're giving me that these people are combating a lot now. Not only are they combating like their finances, the government, all these things I said yesterday, they're juggling the 18 balls. But they're even, their body is combating even the CV viruses now. It's showing me that they're even getting a bit more natural immunity to all this. Of course, they're feeding it in the narrative here in Australia yet again. Canberra's got the worst cases, apparently. It was on the news. But they're even combating all this now because, see, people are dropping their guard. They're sick of it. They don't want to wear masks. They don't want to do this. So they want their immune system to build up again. So I feel that's how people are trying to combat it. People are doing their own research. For example, these sleepwalkers are now realising you can take a bit of vitamin D, some zinc maybe, take multivitamins, get maybe some sunlight. Natural vitamin D might help. They're doing their research, guys. They're figuring this out. They're working out how to combat, well, the flu, CV, the flu, whatever you want to kind of call it. That's what I'm getting. They're learning to combat things. Their government as well as viruses. This is good. Not you if you're watching my channel. We learnt that a long time ago. All right, let's see what we got to close with today. I'm getting a song and it's I'm in heaven. Baby, you're all that I want. When you're lying there in your arms, isn't too hard to feel you're in heaven. Who sings that song? Oh, I know his name. I think we've had that before too, but I am getting that song today. Baby, you're all that I need, and I'm lying there in your arms. Well, basically, it's like we're in heaven. That's what the awakening is. It's like, you go through these periods of pain, angst, your body being contracted and squeezed up and feeling frightened, scared, anxious, all these kind of things combined. But then when you go through your trauma, your dark night of the soul, your depression, your suicidal thoughts, whatever you go through, and you get to the other side and you awaken and you are free of that, that's what it's like. It's like being in heaven. No, but that's what the guys are saying. It's that feeling of freedom and feeling of just relief. It's a relief. Because you know how they say when someone's been really sick and then they die that they've gone to heaven? Because people left behind want to know that that person's now got peace and calm and a sense of being pain-free in their life. So naturally that's the analogy that people kind of use, that they've gone to heaven, because it gives the person left behind a soothing feeling. So that's what I'm getting for us. I'm going to leave you with that song today. I'm in heaven. I even know who sings that, but I've just gone blank. You know what I'm like? I'm in heaven. I can't think who sings it. Oh, God, I'm so hopeless, guys, honestly. But it's a great song. I want you to go and play that today because we're getting our picnic and we're heading over there and we feel like we're in heaven. And that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your spring and planting all your bulbs and veggies and things over wherever you guys are living. I know a lot of you live in Australia too. Enjoy the last little bit of summer, autumn rather, and have a great day. Hit the like buttons, guys. Please feel free to comment down below. Let us know what's happening in the parts of the world where you guys are living, because it really helps us a lot as well to understand what each other's going through. And I will come on and try and do that financial one. I won't forget, I promise. Okay, take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.